that sound, hear that sound, hear that sound, hear that sound, hear that sound. That's the T getting dropped. Secret spill, truth pops, no filters, no stops. At the talking, we clock it. Grab your drink, let's sip, let's spill, let's drop in a tea.
Hey Tea Squad, it's Kirsty. Today's tea isn't just internet drama, it's what happens when online obsession walks straight into a courtroom and finds out judges don't care about clout. According to multiple commentators reviewing court filings, Armon Wiggins has been granted a 2-year civil harassment restraining order in California against Donat Ricketts. This order was issued after a court hearing on January 30th, 2026, and it wasn't based on petty beef or hurt feelings. The judge reportedly relied on sworn statements, declarations, and submitted evidence showing a pattern of harassment, escalation, and threatening conduct. Let's break down what actually mattered in that courtroom. According to reporting, the court reviewed formal written statements from Armon Wiggins, detailing repeated harassment, online fixation, and attempts to escalate conflict beyond commentary. The judge also reportedly considered statements and declarations from Armon's legal counsel, outlining how the conduct crossed into intimidation not just of their client, but of the legal process itself. In addition, third-party statements and supporting evidence were reportedly submitted, including documentation of online behavior, prior incidents, and publicly posted videos used to establish a broader pattern rather than isolated moments. But the most serious factor? The court was reportedly shown videos in which Donat Ricketts spoke in a vulgar, threatening, and openly contemptuous manner toward the presiding judge and Armon's attorney. Those statements weren't treated as jokes, commentary, or internet bravado. They were treated as credible indicators of escalation. And here's the part people need to understand clearly. Courts draw a hard line when threats are aimed at judges or legal counsel. At that point, the issue isn't speech, it's safety, intimidation, and control. Based on what's being reported, the judge determined that Donat's conduct went beyond online noise and crossed into behavior that justified serious intervention. So, what does the restraining order actually do? First, the standard protections apply. Donat Ricketts must remain at least 100 yards away from Armon at all times. He is barred from approaching Armon's home, workplace, or vehicle. He cannot attend the same events or come within 10 feet of him under any circumstances. That part? Very normal. Now, here's where this case becomes unusual. The reported order includes a complete prohibition on posting about Armon Wiggins, no videos, no posts, no commentary, no statements of any kind, on any platform, regardless of tone or intent. That's not a typical clause. Most restraining orders focus on stopping direct contact or harassment. A blanket ban on public commentary signals that the court viewed the content itself as part of the harassment pattern, not protected opinion. In simple terms, the judge wasn't trying to silence disagreement. The judge was trying to stop fixation. And when courts see obsession, escalation, and threats, especially when those threats are documented and submitted under oath, they act decisively. Now let's talk money. As part of the ruling, Donat Ricketts was reportedly ordered to pay $40,500 in attorney's fees. This amount is said to stem from both the restraining order proceedings and a failed anti-SLAPP motion. Anti-SLAPP laws are designed to protect legitimate free speech, but when a party loses that motion, attorney's fees are often mandatory. Translation? This wasn't just a legal loss, it was an expensive one. Commentators have also noted that the judge reportedly reviewed the totality of conduct, not just one clip, one post, or one argument, but a sustained pattern supported by statements, evidence, and courtroom behavior. And that's the real lesson here. Courts don't rule based on vibes. They rule based on patterns, credibility, and sworn statements. If this order stands as reported, any attempt to reference Armon even indirectly could be viewed as a violation. And violating a restraining order doesn't lead to online debates. It leads back to court. So the takeaway isn't who won the beef. The takeaway is this. When commentary turns into fixation, criticism turns into threats, and content turns into intimidation, the internet stops being your playground. Judges don't care about subscribers. They care about conduct. Like and subscribe. And keep sipping that tea.